King County bought the Econolodge last week with the intent to isolate people with COVID-19 and quarantine others who may have it and have no home to go back to. This week, 2 people were placed there, one released after they tested negative, and the other arrived last night to wait for a test result. This morning, he left, crossing the street to the 7-Eleven, goes inside. Video shows him allegedly shoplifting, and then he's confronted by the store clerk who's behind the counter and leaves anyway with stuff in his pockets, gets on a Metro bus and leaves.
The person woke up and left this morning before we had a substantial opportunity to have a conversation.
But it's the fact that he left the facility where he, as well as others in the future, are supposed to stay put. He didn't.
I'm extremely frustrated.
The mayor of Kent saying the walkaway is exactly what she feared when the county bought the motel without any consultation with the city, saying all stays are voluntary.
Public health has said we do not have a problem with people leaving quarantine. They're choosing to be there, they stay there. And our concern has been from the beginning, what is there to prevent people from walking away? And the answer is, it appears absolutely nothing.
Mark Scarf owns the car dealership next door.
I think they have ulterior motives, long term, but right now, coronavirus patients should not be in a filthy environment like that.
In response, the county says it will start placing more responsible patients in the motel, but walkaways can happen.
Right now, the biggest rumor making the rounds in this age of COVID-19. This message saying the PNW is going to be completely quarantined. Can't leave our state. The National Guard is on their way here now. The person claims the information came from someone extremely high up in government. The National Guard office in Washington state told me that is not true. They also tweeted the Washington National Guard is prepared to help respond to COVID-19 when needed. At this time, we stand ready to assist but have not been activated. We asked the governor to address the concerns.
We do have to guard against both viruses and rumors in this situation. And so I can assure you that I have not heard anyone propose that or even consider it at any level of government that I am aware of.
Another rumor, this one saying Swedish hospital has completely run out of the disinfectant they've been using to fight the coronavirus. I reached out to the hospital. Officials sent me a statement saying it's not true, saying we are working with manufacturers, other hospitals, health systems, and local and state public health authorities to further coordinate our supplies of resources.
Virus pandemic has hit the hospitality industry hard. The Downtown Seattle Association says there are 15,000 hotel rooms, and many of them are empty because of conventions and cruise ship sailings that have been canceled. That's expected to severely hurt hotel workers in the community. KOMO's Suzanne Fawn is live to explain what's being done to help them. Suzanne?
Well, thousands of hotel workers have seen their shifts cut back, and now many of them are worried and wondering how they're going to make ends meet. Jeremiah SALDATE has been working at the Edgewater Hotel for the past 13 years.
Primarily working banquets, occasionally in the restaurant and room service.
Now with cruise ship sailings, conventions, and all events more than 250 people canceled, the $1 billion a year hotel industry in Seattle has slowed to a crawl.
A week or so ago, we were at 75% hotel occupancy in downtown. That's pretty typical for this time of year. We think we're closer to 10–20% today.
The restaurant at the Edgewater Hotel closed at noon Friday because there was no business, according to SALDATE. Most of his shifts have been canceled. He's worried about his job and his income.
I signed up for unemployment almost instantly, so that should help, carry me month to month.
John Scholes is with the Downtown Seattle Association. He says federal action is a must.
We need urgent and bold action at the federal level. The scale of this economic crisis across sectors, certainly the hospitality sector, is like nothing we've ever seen, and how sudden and abrupt and severe it has been just in the last 7 days.
Stefan Moritz with Local 8 Unite Here represents 5,000 hospitality workers, including thousands of hotel employees. He says the union is working to make sure employees get the resources and support they need during this challenging time.
We're advocating on all levels of government, whether it's the city or the state or the federal government, to do everything that they can to make resources available, whether that's additional sick days, whether that's help for people to stay in their home, right, to meet their mortgage and rent payments.
Statewide schools shut down. KOMO's Keith Eldridge was with the governor today, joins us live from Tacoma. Keith?
Yeah, we're at Lincoln High School. It's all locked up right now. They learned yesterday they are part of that 3-county shutdown that was going to last at least 6 weeks. Now we've learned the governor has ordered the statewide shutdown.
Something that my health department has said clearly, we have a clear and present danger of rather epic proportions in the state of Washington.
The goal is that this doesn't disrupt as much as possible, especially with the senior class.
Teacher Megan Holyoke trying to ease the fears of students who are now facing 6 weeks of uncertainty.
I can only imagine that, as the adult in this situation, I'm feeling, nervous and a bit of uncertainty of what's to come. I can't imagine how my high school students are processing this kind of information.
The school invited us in to see what the students and staff are dealing with. And I want to let you know we're staying 6 feet away from you because we want to make sure we keep our social distancing. What are you going to do for 6 weeks to keep busy and keep learning and keep safe?
Coming from going to school every day, 6 classes a day, to being more independent, doing packets of work at a time, doing all of our classes and learning online is going to be a really big social change.
It's going to be pretty boring. I don't know what I'm going to do at home, but maybe I'm a mom in the garden.
And some are a bit more introspective.
It gives us a little, maybe a time to, not relax, you're not going to keep gaining, but, yeah, I think that it gives us a little time to breathe, basically, and really think about our next move.
Whatever they do, the governor says it's important that they're not here in close quarters.
But look, we got to understand, this is a devilish virus.
And it's not just K through 12. The governor today ordered that all colleges also follow the same rule, no in-person classes. Of course, many of the colleges have already started doing that. And as far as the ban on events larger than 250 people, the governor extended that statewide as well. Reporting live to KOMO, Keith Eldridge, KOMO News.